My name is Natalie Stewart and I'm a biology major.
My name is Jade Mundy and I'm a psychology major.
I'm Dylan Mapp. I'm a neuroscience major with a minor in biology.
My name is Jenna Rogers. I am a business student, double majoring in marketing and professional selling, and then I'm also getting minors in communications and economics.
My name is Jadra Morris and I'm majoring in business, concentrating in accounting.
My name is Kara Wright and I am a history major.
My name is Timothy Bryant and I am an accounting major.
My name is Bailey Warner and my major is organizational communications. I chose to attend IU Southeast because it was a family tradition. It was more of a rite of passage for us. My family has all graduated from here and I knew from a very young age that I wanted to attend here as well.
I'm actually a transfer student. I transferred in the spring of 2022. My neighbor is Linda Christensen. She's a graduate business professor. She set me up with Dr. Michelle Zimmerman and Dr. Kent Edmonds. They were so nice. I couldn't have imagined, if they're being so nice to me as a person who's not even enrolled yet, what it would be like as a student. I just genuinely could not have made a better choice than attending IU Southeast.
I had initially planned to transfer after my first year. When I came on this campus, I experienced how much these professors pour into you, how many resources are available to you, and all of the research opportunities that were available. I quickly learned that there was no better option for me than being part of the IU family.
I chose to attend Indiana University Southeast because my brother and sister both attended here, as well as the reputation.
So candidly, IUS was not my first choice. I was a direct admit to the Kelley School of Business in Bloomington. I was really excited at this opportunity, but I am also a family girl. I love where I live. I love this community. I knew moving from small town Sellersburg to IU Bloomington and having 25,000 kids on campus would be a very drastic change for me. My parents suggested that I go to IU Southeast and get a year of college under my belt. I decided that's a great plan. I will get some experience, and then I had every ambition to go to the Kelley School, but I ended up loving my professors. I loved the campus. Ultimately, I decided I would stay and finish out my bachelor's degree here.
I did not know what major I wanted to do when I first started my college career. I ended up taking the summer mentor program. We had a career module where we took personality tests. I found that the psychology field was most intriguing.
As the Disabled Veteran Outreach Program Specialist in my prior position, I helped veterans decide and figure out what they wanted to do with their careers specifically. I took my own advice and I took those assessments and I showed a great aptitude for accounting.
I didn't really know what I wanted to do at first. Once I started learning more about the degree of organizational communication and just communication in general, I knew that it would be very flexible and easy for me to get a career. I really enjoy learning more about how the brain works in communication with other people.
I chose neuroscience because it really made things a lot clearer for me on how I wanted to view the world, and neuroscience kind of offered a way to research those interesting questions.
When I was in high school, it was my senior year, and I still had zero clue what I wanted to do. I would go to my mom and my dad, and I would just bounce ideas off of them. And I remember my dad saying, "Jenna, I think you would do really well in marketing." I had that seed planted in my mind, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I will listen to my dad this time. I started researching marketing careers, and I thought, I think I could really see myself doing this. So my marketing degree came from my dad, so thanks, Dad. And then my professional sales degree, that was something I could tack on to give myself more of a rounded edge. Same thing with my communications minor, that'll just give me a more rounded edge. My economics degree, I've always said this from day one, that degree was for me and for me only. I fell in love with economics after my intro to micro and macro classes, and I decided, you know what? I think this is interesting. I want to pursue this because I think it's fun. That degree is probably my favorite out of all of them.
I chose my major partly because I am a pre-law student and I wanted to challenge myself by having to look at different events from varying perspectives. You also have to learn really key skills such as researching, speaking, and learning to take really dense books and mine out the most important information, which is exactly what I'll have to do when I look at case studies for a court.
I have been on the pre-med track my entire time at IU Southeast. I chose biology because, one, I'm a total science nerd. I also knew that biology at IUS would give me the strongest foundation that I could have going into med school. But I've also really liked the flexibility at IUS that I've been able to continue learning Spanish and now have a Spanish minor and have gotten to also minor in microbiology. Ultimately, I'm happy with the biology major.
I really hope to be a family lawyer in the future. I have a real passion for helping children. I already work at an elementary school, and I see so many children that have really difficult home lives, and I always wish that I could help them beyond just, teaching them memorization or spelling. And I really hope that family law will allow me to do that.
I hope you go to grad school and get a PhD in neuroscience so I can continue doing research, particularly in the biomedical field, with a lot of interesting innovations that can make medicine more accessible and more personalized to everybody.
I really want to work in a field of human resources, whether that's a generalist or a specialist. I'm also very interested in crisis communication and learning how to manage a team under the high stress of being in any sort of crisis, from a disaster to something like a scandal or something of that nature as well.
I want to start my MBA at IUS. I also want to pursue my Certified Public Accountant certification, which is the most prestigious qualification I can obtain as an accountant.
I've been accepted to Indiana University School of Medicine, Wake Forest School of Medicine, and the University of Louisville School of Medicine, so I'm hoping to be a doctor in the future. I'm really not sure what specialty yet, but I know that I definitely want to come back to Southern Indiana. I've seen not only the great physicians we already have and other healthcare professionals, but the need for more healthcare professionals. So I'm really hoping to just come back here and also be able to serve the Latino community through learning more Spanish.
Being an IU graduate means being the best of the best in any field.
People don't realize what an academic powerhouse that IU is. You're going to be a pillar of your community and you're going to be successful in whatever you do.
To be an IU graduate means I get to be part of a larger community of alumni, always have a big institution to fall back on, and be really proud of the home state I come from.
What it means to me to be an IU graduate is to have perseverance, commitment, and a deep sense of pride in being part of a community that values academic excellence, personal growth, and lifelong learning.
I really value the IU network and the family that IU puts first and foremost. I know that I can come back as an alum and I will have so many resources available to me.
It's the backing of the name and what it means to actually be able to graduate from Indiana University. The quality of education that is given at Indiana University is just amazing.
Being an IU graduate is extremely exciting. I know as soon as I graduate, I'm going to be connected to this really vast network of alumni. They all provide value and they all have so much wisdom and experience. I'm very grateful to be a part of the IU Southeast campus because of how they have impacted me personally, but to be a part of the IU grad network as a whole is kind of mind-blowing sometimes because you have such a huge support network of people.
This scholarship has been honestly a godsend for me. I know I'm heading into some serious debt in med school. The Chancellor's Medallion has been so helpful in that. It's allowed me to be able to study more for my classes that were pretty challenging this semester. It's still taking a while to click in because it just seems like such a big, prestigious thing, and I have just been so honored. It's brought me a lot of pride and it makes me feel a lot more confident in myself.
The Medallion Scholarship was more than just financial aid. It was a lifeline allowing me to focus on my education and personal growth.
Receiving the Chancellor's Medallion symbolized leadership, perseverance, and dedication. Being recognized for these things opens so many doors for us recipients and help us succeed in our future.
Being a recipient of the Chancellor's Medallion is a sign that the dreams I have and the motivations I have to be a helpful person are worthwhile and that there are people out there who are going to help me accomplish those goals.
The Medallion Scholarship has allowed me to really cater my college experience. I was able to pay for all my books and my tuition. I was able to do all of this, graduate early, and have no student debt. I'm able to just go and do what I need to do and be successful in the areas I want to be successful in without having to worry about the financials.
For me, it means that I get to watch my son grow up. It has allowed me to see every milestone, whether it was walking or babbling or talking, and it's meant so much to me to take the economic burden off of my shoulders. It has allowed me to take the necessary time to study and actually achieve beyond what I thought possible.
It means the world to me, honestly. I applied not thinking anything of it. I kind of thought that it was just a shot in the dark and that there would be no reality of which I would ever receive such an honor. And to get the first email just saying that I was on the first list of getting in was pretty incredible. And then receiving the call that I had made it was truly an honor. I never thought that something like that would happen, and I'm just so grateful.
I come from a single mother household. My mother has inspired me in so many ways, but one of those is that she has always shown me that you need to give back to your community. I've been able to volunteer so much more in my college experience because I have had gaps of time that otherwise would have been used to working extra hours. So I've gotten to do this in a myriad of ways. I'm really involved with the Christian Student Fellowship on campus, serving as their president. We've gotten to serve at Catalyst Rescue, which serves homeless people in the region. I've also gotten to help at New Life Ministries, which provides transitional housing to recovering addicts. And recently, I've started working as a CASA, or Court-Appointed Special Advocates volunteer, where I take on a case of a child that comes from a high-risk home, and I advocate for them in the courts. I cannot overstate the difference that this scholarship has made in the quality and value of my academic experience. Just knowing that people are willing to pour into you and value your educational experience is tremendously valuable, and I am just extremely grateful for it.
I am grateful for all the donors and all those that have helped make this a possibility. I am the result of your donations and all the effort that has been put into this program.
I am profoundly grateful to the scholarship donors and everyone who has supported me throughout my academic journey. Your generosity and encouragement have made all the difference. Thank you.